Hello, my name is Karen, and I would like to welcome each and every one of you for coming here today. If I may, I would like to get some further information from each of you to help me better understand this family and how you work together. Marie, how old are you? Can you tell me how you and Richard met? You've been married for 21 years? That is wonderful. What is it that you do for a living? How long have you been working there? What are your thoughts about your jobs? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Pros and cons? Do you have any hobbies, or what do you like to do? Richard, how old are you? I read that you are semi-retired, and can you share that with me? How long were you at this job before the accident happened? Did you enjoy your job, and do you currently miss it? Is what Marie stated about how the both of you met, is that true? Can you tell me what your hobbies and interests are, Richard? Okay, Jonathan, how old are you? So you're 17 years old, so that makes you a junior in high school? One more year and you'll be ruling the school as a senior, huh? Are you involved in any clubs or sports at your school? What is your favorite subject? Do you know what you want to be when you grow up? Do you know what college you want to go to, or do you have an interest in any colleges? Hello, Maggie. How old are you? So this is your first year of high school? Were you scared or anxious to start high school, or maybe you were excited? Are you involved in any clubs or sports at school? Do you know what you want to be when you grow up? Do you have any close friends or that one person that you can talk to about anything at school? Or do you have any hobbies or interests? Richard, I see that you have a history of depression. Can you share with me your thoughts about that and what had happened 10 years ago? Marie, when Richard attempted suicide, how did that make you feel? Jonathan, are you and Maggie close? Like, would you consider you guys have a good relationship? You're both in the same high school together. Do you share common friends, or do you feel that you talk to each other and enjoy each other's company? Or would you say that you guys are a distant relationship? Maggie, how would you describe your relationship with your brother? How would you describe your relationship with your mother? Now, how would you describe your relationship with your father? Marie, if I can interrupt for just 1 second in regards to what you're saying about Richard. Prior to Richard getting into his accident at work, did you feel that your husband was a hard worker? You've been together for 21 years. Do you feel that he is a provider? Or do you feel differently? Jonathan, you seem very angry towards your sister, and you are yelling and saying, she's putting your family through all this or whatever. Have you had a conversation with your sister? And especially after last year when she mentioned that she was depressed and wanted to see a counselor, and you said that you were aware of that. Have you reached out to your sister and tried to discuss anything with her about it, or see what was bothering her, or see why she was saying she was depressed, or what was making her depressed? Richard, you seem to be blaming your wife, and well, you stated that you blamed your wife for Maggie's attempt in suicide and stuff because she's putting too much on her and complaining to her, or venting, we can say. Do you feel that some of this venting is to Maggie because you had stated that you avoid her whenever you feel that Maria's upset, and you, when you know that she's upset, you're ignoring her and stuff? So do you feel that perhaps she could be going to her next outlet, which might be Maggie, to discuss the issues and problems that you guys are having? Do you feel, Richard, that it would help and be better for you and Marie to discuss the problems and issues that are going on as opposed to avoiding? Or how might you also think that you can be a better communicator with your wife, and discuss the issues that are going on? What's something that you can do? So I would like each of you to do some homework. And as we discussed, Richard and Marie, I feel that you two can work on communication. And sometimes you may not have the words, or you guys haven't discussed things in the past. And sometimes you can write notes and say, this is how I'm feeling. And let's try to use I statements and not use you did this, you didn't do this, that kind of stuff. As we talked, let's try use I statements of I'm feeling this way. I would like this done because it makes me happy. So we can try using I statements and communicate better with each other. And perhaps the two of you may need to go seek counseling privately, to discuss the issues that we had talked about today, or the issues that you two have brought up between each other. And hopefully a therapist will be able to work with the two of you. Also, Jonathan and Maggie, I would really like the two of you to pick an activity and do something together, whether it's go for a walk, go for a bike ride. You guys both, said that you like the outdoors. Maybe you can pick an activity and do something together. Go for a hike, anything. And try to do that at least for an hour, once or twice a week for now, and see how it goes. And then plan another date and time of when you can do your next activity together. I see the strengths within this family, and I see the wanting of you all to be close. So let's hopefully in the future we can start working on that communication and activities together. And just let me know how it goes, and we'll discuss it in our next session. Thank you all for coming. It was very nice meeting you all, and I will see you next week.